Do you think they have a choice? Like, they could really put somebody else there?
Yes, anything's better than what the fuck this is. Him going around, mumbling, whispering. He's creeping everybody out. Joe Biden's creeping everyone out. I don't think anyone feels safe with Joe Biden as the president. I wouldn't feel safe with him making my fucking sandwich at Subway, bro.
Like, with somebody who belongs in a nursing home in the Oval Office, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, we're doomed. I feel like we're doomed. We have a criminal or someone clearly who's just not all there. To imagine Biden being the president for 4 more years, it's just ridiculous, man. He can't even do press conferences. He's been doing a media tour, since this. He's trying to clean it up, and I think he's just exhausting himself. I don't think it's helping. It's like he's in quicksand right now, bro.
No, I don't understand. I think they panicked. Honestly, I think his team panicked, the whole party panicked after this debate, and they've been on this crazy mad dash to see every different news outlet. They're meeting with Speed, which we'll talk about in a second, and he's meeting with Lester, and he's meeting with all these different
blacks.
Yeah, no, literally, it's like he is really depending on our 13% of the country to somehow save this fucking election. Like, we don't vote for Democrats 90% of the time anyway.
Well, Joe Biden's the one who said in 2020, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. So, he knows his base. But, hey, when George Clooney turns on you and every day, we hear of a new representative or senator or, some governor somewhere, New York Times tells me every day another person's turned on him. I guess he's trying to fight back. It seems like there's some leaks in his camp. Mm-hmm. Not sure where those are coming from. But, man, I don't think there's a way he could fucking be the nominee by the time we get to the convention next month, bro.
I don't know what they could possibly do. I have no idea. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late to pivot at this point. Like, we're literally 4 months, not even, away from the election. I just don't see how you can suddenly throw a new candidate the nomination and expect them to be able to run against Trump in, 3 months, not even? By the time they announce it, if they do it at the DNC?
I think it's fine. I mean, in comparison to what Biden's doing, let's take a look at some of his cleanup and see how he's approaching this in the media, because they're asking him the questions.
Yeah.
He did a whole press conference where, he called Vice President Kamala Harris. He called her Vice President Trump. He also, misspoke when he introduced the president of Ukraine. He called him President Putin, President Zelensky.
My God.
It would have been crazy if Putin actually, walked out.
Imagine.
Oh, my God. But
just completely crashed the press conference.
Bro, this guy is, running for another 4 years. But I don't know, man.
He's crawling right now. He's crawling. This is what he had to say with Speed about Trump's comments on black jobs.
Is what many consider a big issue in America right now. During the debate, former President Trump said that immigrants are coming into our country and taking black jobs. In your opinion, what is a black job?
A black job is the same as a white job, the same as any other job. But you know what he means by black job.
What does he mean?
He means medium labor. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's going to sell golden shoes, sneakers, and that's somehow. Look, the idea that there'd be support for him, talking about how they're taking black jobs, they're not taking. Look, the reason why we are the most advanced nation in the world, the most progressive nation in the world, why our economy is the biggest. We're the only nation in the world that isn't xenophobic.
Immigration.
What does that have to do with anything?
Listen, it's rough. It's rough. I don't think he's helping himself. I think he should drop out the race. But I said he shouldn't even fucking run again. Like I said this a couple of years ago.
This guy is an idiot. For you to say that there's no xenophobia when half of the policy issues that we have in the country have to do with xenophobia, what are we talking about?
Yeah, he's defending, what they've been working on. He's trying to paint a different picture of America. Kamala Harris said the United States isn't a racist country a couple of years ago.
The whole country has been arguing about immigrants that are illegal and Jews. That's what we've spent the last 6 months arguing about.
That's what the question's about, though. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's helping himself. I think he should drop out. Let us know, guys. Do you think President Biden should drop out the race now? Do you think the Democrats should find someone else? And who else could do the job? Like, who else would you want to see Vice President Kamala Harris step in? You know, like, who else could you even think of, man? What do you think? Do you think it's too late for them to find someone? Do you think they should stick with old man Biden? Or, like, what should the Democrats even do?
They made a mistake. They made a mistake this last 4 years by not preparing anyone to possibly take his spot. Like, I don't understand how you have the most powerful position arguably in the world and you don't prepare any sort of succession plan. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. You got a VP who's been nowhere to be found. The only time we see her is now all of a sudden she goes to fucking Essence Fest and shit. Like, we have Hakeem Jeffries, never really hear from him. You've got Gavin Newsom, the guy from California. He said he was going to do reparations, and then the second they got that fucking bill, they were like, yeah, well, we think that there's better ways than money.
He's soft. He's a soft.
He's full of shit, just like every other white guy. There's plenty of people that could have been prepared to take on this position. And
so what do they do? What do they do since they have prepared? Like, what do you think they should do now?
They get ready to get fucked up in November.
But
that's what
do
they
they do? Should Biden stick? Should they stick with Biden, or that's the question? What do you think?
I don't think they have a choice. Do you think they have a choice? Like, they could really put somebody else there?
Yes, anything's better than what the fuck this is. Him going around, mumbling, whispering. He's creeping everybody out. Joe Biden's creeping everyone out. I don't think anyone feels safe with Joe Biden as the president. I wouldn't feel safe with him making my fucking sandwich at Subway, bro. Are you kidding me?
I think at this point you got to let Biden fall on his sword. Because anybody else that goes out there, they're going to lose.
At least you have a chance.
No one else is going to win.
You think Biden has a better chance of winning than other candidates right now, for real?
I think it's the same thing. Like, I think no matter what, they're going to lose. And if you lose, would you rather have an actual potential who in 4 years could really be able to stand up to whoever the Republicans roll out there? Or would you rather put that potential out now, let them get shit on, and then everybody's going to remember that you burning a whole bridge.
You're not
like,
burning
you can't
a
put
bridge.
that person out there again.
That's not true. First off, Joe Biden himself ran for president in the 80s and came back and won as an old-ass man.
30 years later.
It doesn't matter, man. Like, you have to make a choice. Like,
anybody that would be possible is like 50 years old right now.
Troy, what do you think? Do you think that they should switch him out, or you think they should stick with old man Biden?
I don't think it matters, to be honest. I think, it's too late. The Democrats, they dropped. They shit the bed with this one. I don't know what they can really do realistically. I don't think, Biden should drop out, but I don't think that this new person could win. I would probably vote for them, but most people who vote are older people. I can't really picture them voting for this new guy in 3 months compared to Joe Biden.
There's no way.
I don't see it.
So you guys think they should stick with Biden for real?
Yeah, I think they're between rock and a hard place. You have no choice. Like, it's a lose-lose situation for them no matter what they do. They're not going to win.
That's not true. You can put yourself in a way better position to win, and it's not too late. Like, usually, like if there was a close primary, like, there'd be two candidates going back and forth right now in the Democratic primary, just be ending now. It's just that we haven't had anyone step up against Biden, and there is still time. To act like it's over now, that's a loser mentality. And I feel like it was a loser mentality them picking Biden to begin with. But to move forward, to give yourself a chance to win, you have to have a candidate who can actually stand up and answer questions and speak and talk while the president is doing presidential duties. He can't campaign at the same time. Clearly, he's old as fuck. So I think we're doomed, but they got to do something. You can't just let the old man go to November in this state. Like, that's ridiculous. I can't imagine him winning. Whoever they put in, at least they can speak. I don't know, but this is pathetic.
You got a point from that perspective. I just don't think you can sway independents, anybody that's on the fence, any Republicans who are like kind of against Trump and things like that. Like, I don't know that you'll be able to sway them to a new candidate in the span of 3 months. I just don't think it's realistic. Mama Graham says, at this point, it's about voting against Trump. whoever is the Democratic nominee, I'm going to vote for. I just can't allow Trump to win. Oh. And there's a lot of people that feel that way. I think I probably feel that way too.
I mean, I can't vote for Joe Biden. I can't vote for Genocide Joe, selfish man who refuses to like be real with himself, talking about I get evaluated every day by the doctor. I'm fine, but
won't release the results.
But won't even can't even speak like normally. Can't even say his vice president's name in a press conference. Like, come on, bro. It's pathetic.
Wait, so who? If you're not going to vote for Joe Biden, who are you voting for?
I probably won't even vote. Like I said, if Cordell West is on the ballot in New Jersey, I'll vote for him. That's what I've been saying for like a year. Outside of that, I don't care. Like, I'm not voting for Joe Biden. This is pathetic. Like, that's ridiculous. If they don't change, like, I'm a person who's just like, I was against this from jump. So, I don't know.
Do you think that voting for Joe Biden would in reality just be a vote for Kamala? Because I think she replaces him like within a year after the election if he wins.
Voting for Joe Biden is voting for Joe Biden. Like, there's no getting around that. So, do what you want to do, people. Like, let us know. You think you could just vote against Trump? Because Trump, I feel like he's gotten even stronger.
Oh, for sure.
Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.